Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Oh, I started with the camera. Where are we at? My bad. How are everybody doing this morning? It is a great Tuesday morning. I just drove ridiculously fast because I got all the way home, pulled in the garage, and then remembered I forgot to stop and grab cigarettes on the way home. So I knew I would be miserable. Well, I don't know, miserable, but I got to quit smoking anyway. But 2 hours without one would have been bad. I would have been irritable by the end of it. So I rushed back and made it just in time with 3 minutes to spare. So, good morning, Ed, Nick, TC, and Drummer. Appreciate y'all being here before I was. That's awesome. So yesterday kind of felt like Christmas. I believe I received 8 knives in the mail yesterday. 2 of which I will have to talk about because they're what I carried last night. So, starting off with, good morning, Ron Crow. In the front pocket, I had my new Annex, which feels like a totally different knife than the first one I got. Good morning, Southpaw Carry. This one feels wonderful. The first time I even opened it, I was like, whoa. And especially the first time I closed it, it felt like a totally different knife. That other one, something was wrong with it. It had a terrible feeling when you went to close it. So now that I've got a good one, I'm excited. Except that the guy that sent it to me didn't send the pivot tool and the little tool for the clip and the lock bar insert. So now I can't tune it. It needs to be tuned just a little bit. It's got a little bit too much lock bar pressure. Just a little. And the jimping on the lock bar is a little rough. And y'all know I cut my finger in half on a table saw. So I split it right down the middle. You can see the scar on the back. So I've got tons of scar tissue. So normally I don't feel anything, and stuff that hurts other people usually doesn't hurt me. Good morning, B Shady. Like me and Steel Addicted had a conversation about that. He was talking about how a knife hurt him, and I didn't even feel it, but this one is a little rough, so I'm going to fix that. But overall, this is now a keeper. The first one wasn't. This one is. So I had that in the front pocket last night. Turns out, great knife. Then, in the back pocket, good morning, Michael. I had another one that I got yesterday, which is probably one of my favorite Tucson's I've ever gotten. And this is the TS-195 Integral. Or Integral. Tomato. It is fabulous. Everything about it is perfect. The detent, the action, the lockup, the look. The only thing that wasn't good with it last night is the clip was too tight and it was very hard to get in and out of my pocket. So I went about trying to fix the clip. Well, it easily removes with a T8 screw, so that was no problem. Then I went to the car to grab some pliers and a towel because I needed to bend it, and I needed to be able to grab it down here at the end so I could bend this end up a little bit. And I did that, and it still was too tight, so I took it off again. I bent it a little more, put it back on. It was still a little too tight. And at that point, I was tired of taking it on and off. So my dumb ass took the towel, put it over this end, and grabbed it sideways with the pliers, like this, to try to pull this up some and bend it. And when I did that, I didn't get gripped on it good, and it slipped off and made a huge gash across the clip that was all shiny. So I was like, great, my brand new knife. What am I going to do now? So I thought about what I had in the car. Didn't have anything in the car. And then I thought about, wait, we have a maintenance room. So I went to the maintenance room and I found some sheets of 220, 3M, no, 150. Actually, I got multiple sheets, I guess. I got some 150 and some 220. But I took the 150 and I took the clip off and I put a nice hand rub across the side of it to get rid of that. You can still see the little bit of a scar right there. But I got a nice finish on the clip. And I think it looks better with the hardware anyway. It was a darker gray color, kind of the color of this. But I think it looks better kind of matching the pivot. So I fixed it. So don't give up. You can always find a way, even if you mess up yourself. So those were 2 of the 8 that I got yesterday. What are y'all carrying today? I'll get into the rest of mine. I want to go to a video before we do anything, though. And TC, don't worry. This video is private, so you don't have to worry about anyone else seeing it. It is not listed on the internet. But this is a super cool video that we will all enjoy watching. And let's just get into it. I hope you don't mind me showing this, TC. I'm getting all kinds of notifications that just popped up in my browser, so give me just a second. To get that fixed. All right. So let's check out this video that TC sent this morning. Let's see, where are we at? Firefox. Here we go.
Jed, what you got?
Well, here's a package from Mr. Tripp, or the person who runs Blade Alchemy on YouTube.
Or probably the same person. All right, let's get her open. You can just turn the box. Yeah, there you go.
I'm a manager, Michael, so it doesn't matter if I take the sandpaper.
Hey, start up here.
Peanuts?
Jed, take them out by handfuls.
Good morning, Doc Seuss. Yeah, I saw your Tucson TS220.
If
It's
you
an
can reach
awesome
what's
knife.
in there, you're good.
Even need more packing peanuts?
You're carrying a mini roach?
Here, you hand them to me.
We
and I'll
talked
look
about-
on that for you.
We talked about that knife yesterday.
I bet he's got them all taped closed.
Bear and
So
Sons Valley.
2, 3,
Oh, that's cool, Michael.
4,
4, 5.
5, 6,
1, 2, 3.
7.
Slow down, slow down. You're making me lose count.
You had to put out a fire this morning. What in the world? All right.
That
Let's see him get.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 new knives.
yeah, so you turn them all. Hopefully Jed's not. Never mind. What we got?
Well, a nice knife with nice blue coloring on that. Might be anodized titanium.
Sorry guys, y'all hear one of the dogs.
Maybe.
Ooh. You got a Spidey, chef? Oh, okay, never mind.
Flash with the camera.
All right.
Okay, well we can't make the video too long, so go to the next.
We got one.
Ooh.
Ooh, Jade. Natural G10, huh?
A long blade, long.
Nuh-uh. I like that.
That's gonna be my new longest knife. By far.
That's awesome. So if y'all don't know, this is TC's son, Jed. He bought a couple bundles from me, so I sent them to him. So he's opening them. It might be confusing for people just coming in.
Wow. Looks like a giant penguin, doesn't it? Show it to me. You gotta show us each one, so. Sativian?
Right here on across the handle.
Next. Are you excited at all?
I am. And then
Too many knives.
this.
Yeah, that one's
has a
cool.
nice design right here on the blade.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that one.
Pretty cool looking fuller, isn't it? You know the thing about those natural G10 scales is we can dye them any color you want. I think that's too much knife for Jed.
Yeah, I like that one.
Don't worry about that.
I like most all of them because I bought them.
That's all. Don't worry.
All right, see what's next.
Oh, you going two at a time?
Oh, that's a cool, yeah.
Ooh, that's a Zodiac knife.
Yeah, that's the year of the rabbit.
Let's focus on that one before you pull the other one out.
So we got nice,
It's G10, isn't it?
yeah, G10 and a nice wide range to cut like this way.
It's got a big belly, huh?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, that's a cool knife. The action on that one's super cool.
Oh, and you got you a polishing cloth. And another polishing cloth. Okay,
Ooh.
Daddy might have to steal that one from
I
you.
like that.
The giant like acute and the angles kind of remind me of the Mountain Dew logo.
That's a pretty insane knife, isn't it?
Yeah, it's large.
And- Large and in charge?
Yeah.
That'd be a good
I love
knife
seeing
to
him
camp
excited.
Put in a camp kitchen, huh?
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
I don't know, you're good. I want to see his face as he sees them all.
Brown micarta.
That's one of my favorites too. The brown
If you
micarta
look
one.
really deep into it, it looks like bricks in the micarta.
You know what that is? That's the fiber. That's the fabric. Oh. You know your daddy has done that in videos on YouTube. That's a good looking knife, son.
I like that. Is that stone polish?
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like a black wash. Stone wash. Sorry guys, I gotta.
What do we got?
I think a couple of the lids got mixed up
Oh, it don't matter.
on my part.
It don't. Whoa!
That's a nice knife. I like that.
Like
That
that's
section
a a
above.
fuller.
And then the two color part for the scales.
It's either is that a sheep's foot or a Warncliffe? I wonder. What do you think? That's always up for debate. Me and Mommy argue.
I think it's a sheep's foot.
I think it's a Warncliffe.
So your wife is into knives too. That's awesome.
Mama's boy.
That was just a random guess just then.
All right. Let's see what else we got.
Uh-oh. What's that?
It's like Christmas Day.
Blue color for that scale.
Is it
Yeah,
blue or
I like that one too.
I think that's like an indigo.
Or
Purple.
blurple.
Blurple?
Yeah, blurple.
Blurple?
Blurple indigo kind of color.
Ooh.
Oh, you can actually see. I think that might be Chinese or Japanese on it, but.
That's a Sentiva.
Nice.
One more.
One more.
That sound.
I think Mr. Chip dyed that one. That's a custom
Yep.
one.
I actually dyed all the ones that are colored.
Not like the other.
The purples, the blues. They all started out as jade.
That's a gnarly looking
I
knife.
like that.
The only one, the brown one, is the only one that
Recurve?
came with the micarta.
A grip. That
The rest of them I dyed.
The grip.
Show us from the side. When you point the knife at us, we can't see it. Well, not so far
Yeah,
away
come
either.
up here.
Jed, over here.
That's perfect design to make.
But yeah, all the colored ones that he got, I
Well,
dyed them all.
A final farewell. All right, let's look
So
at all of them.
the purple one, the
got
blue
us a
one, the
10
orange
count.
one, and the
What do you
red
say?
Thank you, Mr. Chip. I appreciate it. And stay sharp.
one. You are very welcome, Mr. Jed. All right. Well, that was cool to see. See the youth. So, that was great. Thank you, TC. And congrats on your new knives, Jed. All right. I wanted to get that out of the way because I love that video. I wanted to see it. So let's go back to what I got yesterday. Let's go to so for the longest time, my best presentation from a knife was from Exceed Designs. The Avere has a super cool box and all the parts and all that layout. And that was the best presentation of any knife that I've gotten. But now I've gotten this one. So it came in a leather or pleather or vinyl that looks like leather. I'm guessing it kind of smells like real leather. But this lets me know while their knives are kind of pricey, because they spent an extra $30 on the packaging. But it's got a nice felt-lined logo interior. It's got a two straps with a felt-lined suede like bag. Comes with a full metal card telling about the model. Yep, it's Vanguard. You got that right, Fred. This is a one that I bought. I got this with the Annex in a combo deal. And this one is not one that I really wanted, but it helped get the other one for cheaper, so I got it. But it is the Vanguard Mini Cleaver. Super nice milling on it. Nice clip. Nice action. It's a little too small for me. I can barely get 3 fingers on it. Well, I mean, not barely, but I cannot get a 4th finger on it. And this finger choil up here is too close to the blade. Yeah, the breaker is cool. We looked at that last night in the video. But this is not really my style, so this one is up for sale if anybody is super interested in it. You can get it for pretty close to half price. It's got perfect action. Original owner sent it to me. He said he never cut or carried with it. It doesn't look like it's been cut or carried. So yeah, that one is up for grabs if somebody wants it. Very nice box. They could have charged $30 less. It is definitely, you don't even need a thumb stud on it. It'll reverse flick. The action on it's so great, you can just reverse flick it really easy. The blade's big enough that you can get your finger on it. So it could just have a flipper tab delete and nothing else needed. Yeah, I couldn't carry it even if it was flipper delete and a thumb stud added. I just can't, it's too small for me. That's what she said. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to have the packaging, but I'd rather have the money in the knife than in the packaging. Just my opinion. Because they got to add that cost somewhere. So you could have got a little more knife for the same money. So I got some knives from Ed yesterday. Super cool, excited about. But the thing I got from Ed that means more than anything, I will show y'all here in a minute. So let's see what else we got here. All right. So Ed, I got 3 knives from Ed, and he threw one in for free. But first, I will show this one. This is a Kaiser I got yesterday. It's another older model. This is the Guru. By that guy, is his last name Degnan? I can't remember what his first name is. But this is the Kaiser Guru. It's an older model one, but it's a nice, clean looking knife to go in my Kaiser collection. It already doesn't have a thumb stud, so I like the lines on it already. So yeah, I think you might be behind in the video, TC, because you might need to like scan forward and catch up. I don't know. Sometimes that happens, and the chat will be off. But you won't hear this for a few minutes anyway if you're behind. So anyway, Kaiser Guru. And then we get into the ones that I got from Fred. So first of all, I got another AM8 or Miguron. I have the Prayer. It's and I wanted to get the Prayer 2. Super high quality milling like you would expect from all Migurons. Ed did a nice satin finish on this clip with a little bit of anodizing, fade, and then a satin. And then I love the blade shape on this one. Super cool blade shape. Super cool overall look. The milling on it's great. Blade looks great. The black and the blue look good together. So that is the first one I got from Ed. The second one I got from Ed is this one, which is his custom modified version of the Clydesdale. He modded, he did the anodization on it. He modded the scales on the show side. He took off the porpoise head on the front of it, and he took off the front flipper on the back. So now it is a clean lines on it. Got my fingerprints all over it, of course. Y'all been talking about new breed for a while now, and I've been wanting to get one. And so luckily I was able to get one and get something customized by Ed at the same time. So that was super cool. I am going to do a little bit more modding on it myself. I'm going to work on where he took off the front little porpoise thing. Of course, the coloring is different on the back of it. It's shiny from where he ground it in that little section right there. And it's got a little bit of a kind of a nub here at the top. So I'm going to continue that all the way back here and make it all shiny all the way to the jimping and try to get rid of that little bit of a nub there. I'm going to try to round it out and even it out. And then it will be a double custom modded knife. And I like making knives, you know, I've always talked about you should make the knives like you like them. So I'm going to do that just to make it all shiny and even on the back there. Ed probably just moved on to a different knife to mod, and which is totally fine. I love the things he did do to it. I'm just going to continue working on it. And then last but not least, I bought the QSP woodpecker from him. I'm surprised he sold me this one. This one's, I believe, was fairly new to his collection. And this is a super nice knife. I love the milling along the edge there. I love the plain tie. Y'all know me. This one, Pete, is definitely a contender for thumb stud and flipper delete on it, because the lines on that thing would be super sick if that was gone. As you can see, the lines on it would look great, but you know, they got to put flipper tabs on knives. The action on this one's good. It's not drop shut yet, but it's smooth. It's kind of like hydraulic-y. It doesn't take much to close it. Makes a great sound when you open it. Yeah, I love the shape of the blade. I love the size of it. I can get 4 and more fingers on it. It's a very big knife. As you can see next to all these other ones, it is nearly bigger than the Annex, which is a big boy. And so, since I bought those, he was super generous and threw in a freebie. Which model? Oh, the QSP. This is the woodpecker. Did I not say that? Is there something going on with the audio? Or y'all? Am I behind? Or am I ahead of y'all? Yeah, it's the QSP woodpecker. Fred just said the best packaging I've seen is Machine Wise Mojave 3D printed box with built-in pivot tool. I'm guessing. So he gave me this one free. Totally free. That's the kind of guy Ed is. And this is the Norseman clone that he had. And he was needing a sharp knife at work one night and didn't really care about this one, so he took it over to the belt sander. And he kind of like went crazy on it a little bit, kind of messed up the edge. So he didn't feel like messing with it, and I don't blame him. But I will. We might do that on a video on a Thursday. I'm going to attempt to put a little bit larger sharpening choil in. This did have a recurve blade. I'm going to get mine and kind of match it up. And then I'm going to grind it out even and then put a good edge on it. But you can see it kind of goes up a little wonky. A few places there. And that's because he was at work and just took it to a belt sander. And he was able to cut with it. It will definitely cut now. So anyway, I'm going to get that fixed, but that was totally free. And then the coolest thing that I got from Ed was this handwritten note. And this meant, I'm talking about Edyards, Ed Durbin, the man himself, Fred. I got this from him. And this meant more than all the knives that I got yesterday. Just having a handwritten note. Nobody takes the time to do this anymore. And that just shows y'all a little bit about his character and how great of a guy he is. And Ed, I appreciate you more than you know. This was super touching and meant a lot to me. And love you, man. Appreciate it. And thank you for the knives. That was super cool. A few people got to see that last night on my impromptu live stream. But Fred, I am talking about Edyards. He is the man. The man, the myth, and the legend. So yesterday was a good knife day for me. I'm actually wanting to see the Prayer 2 next to the Prayer 1. So let me see if I can make that happen. Let's see. 1 is Tucson. 2 would be Migron. So the Prayer 1. The Prayer 1 is this one. So they changed it quite a bit from the Prayer 1 to the Prayer 2. And I don't even know what they kept. Maybe kind of the blade shape. And this finger groove, maybe. But the Prayer 1 is a big knife. I mean, it is every bit as long as the yeah, Ed even has good handwriting. So that's awesome. Yeah, it's bigger than the Arma. And is actually the same length as the Arma 2. I mean, the Arma XL. So the Prayer 1 is a big boy. So the Prayer 2 kind of surprises me that it's little. Like that. And the Get-On is about the same length as both of those two. I think they're all three about the same length. The Get-On might be like 1/10 of an inch longer. But yeah, this Prayer 2, that's curious. I wouldn't have think they shrunk it that small for the second version. And I'm guessing that is really what it is. Let's see, the back of the box says Prayer. Yep. It says pray dash. You can see KET, pray dash KET knife. So pocket knife. There's the model number though. AM8. I don't know. Y'all can see it there better than I can. I can probably see it on the camera better than AM8 006BU. Super cool knife. So I want to look at the knives that Fred the Lug just mentioned with the best packaging. Since nobody else has really talked about any knives this morning much. If y'all got any knives you want to look at or check out, let me know. We will do that. Good morning, Buckaroo Bonsai. So let's see. Fred said Machine Wise Mojave 3D printed box. Let's check that out. Machine Wise Mojave box. let's see. Tri-State had a video on it. See if his has the box in it. All right. Yep, there we go. Well, that's awesome.
As close to being a finished production knife without being a finished production knife, right? So this is their proof that everything works, everything does what it's supposed to do. So we have the official packaging, Mojave with the machine wise in there. That's sick. We have, it's a puzzle. This is fun. 3D printed plastic. Yep. Okay. You just unscrew it.
Oh, that is cool.
Okay, the attention to detail here. By the way, that piece that held everything together is also a bit driver. Come on.
Yeah, that's
dude.
awesome.
Come on, we got a little machine wide sticker. We got a little bottle of sample lube, a little lubricant, graphene lubricant. Fancy, sounds fancy. And then, nestled. Look at this display.
Buckaroo Bonsai, yes, sir.
Like a little ornament. Like a little ornamente. Okay. This is the Mojave. The machine-wise Mojave, and I am a very lucky. All
right, so yeah, that is awesome packaging, Fred. I will have to agree with you. And then he said, the Kinnison Basset Hound. Kinnison Basset Hound. Of course, we're going to see the dogs. I don't think I spelled that right. I think maybe I spelled it like he typed it, but I think it's spelled a little different. Yeah, it's Keanison. Keanison. All right, there we go. Now I got it spelled right. Now we can go to videos. And here we go. Well, Tri-State had that one too, so we might as well check his out again.
Well, hello, you.
Hopefully he's got the box.
Tri-State EDC with a little white box. That is Bassett.
All right, there we
Alice,
go.
I can't promise anything to it. Thanks for the lollipops. This is sick. Bassett. Kinnison Knives, dude. Kinnison Knives.
It's only at 360p. That's not my fault.
We recently reviewed the Blue Tick from Kinnison. This is the Saviti Blue Tick, designed by Kinnison Knives. This is one of his own designs. It's been a custom for a long while now, but he decided to make it an production knife, and I'm so here for it. I've been dying to check it out. I just have not had the funds nor the wherewithal to buy one for myself.
Man, I appreciate it, buddy.
Dude, I feel like I'm opening like a bag of beef jerky or dog treats. It's supposed to be dog treats, hence the bag. I'm not the smartest guy ever. Let's open her. So,
So it did come with a
sticker.
That's a super cool packaging idea also.
Doggaroo. My boy loves dogs, doesn't he? And a huge Hank. Huge Basset. Look at that. Big old Basset down there. All right. I like. Let's put all this back in the sack because I will lose it. Alice, I'm gonna do my best here. Okay, just telling you. Okay, and then we have a little foam sack. Ooh. Whoa. Yeah, man. Look at that. Look at it. Take a look. Behold with your eyes. Oh, baby. This is the Basset Hound. This is my favorite design from Kinnison. This is my favorite one of his custom models. Beautiful little guy. Tiny little thing. Not tiny, but not a big knife at all. Flicking all showing. Beautiful, kind of a copper-infused shred carbon fiber going on. I approve. Nice titanium backspacer. Copper anodized to match. Copper pivot collar as well. All matchy-matchy. Little short, stubby little pocket clip going on. But I like it. Blade to handle ratio looks amazing. Size comparison. Spyderco Pair 3. Yeah, dude. It's a little bit smaller. Here is a Rockwall. My guess is about, right about Rockwall size. Just a little bit thicker than the Rockwall, but all in all,
right.
Rockwall size. Girthier,
That's cool
a little bit
packaging,
girthier.
for
We
sure.
have exposed liners. It is liner lock. So it's got some thickness to it. But
Back to
it's
the
a small
video.
knife.
Hold
It's
on.
not a big
Let me
knife.
get off his
Pop up.
video. Sorry.
Ooh.
I was looking for something while that was playing. See, back to the video again. Let me grab, I want the presentation to look right, so let me grab the actual knife out of this case over here. Put it back in its box. Hold on. Just a second. Bear with me. You know, there's times where, like every day, where I'm not prepared and I have to grab something off to the side. Alright, so in here I have the knife that goes in this box. Alright, so I was talking about my favorite presentation up until this point, and that is this one, which is the Exceed Designs Avere. The ingredients list. Oh, that's pretty cool, Fred. So yeah, the Avere really impressed me with the presentation. Nice box, got good little story on the outside. And then you slide it open. You got the box. And then when you open it up, you got some stickers. And you got everything laid out super cool. With the knife, extra parts of everything, including the clip insert, the pivot, lock bar insert, a tool, and then up here it's got the card in the top of the box. So I just think that it's super cool when knife companies take pride in their stuff and want to present it like this. And give you all the extra parts, you know. A lot of companies won't do that. They will send them to you if you ask them, but a lot of them will charge you for them. But yeah, super cool layout. And it's a cool knife. If y'all haven't seen the knife, this one has the micro milling and the skiffs. You can order it with that built in. But everything about it is super clean. The milling continues right across the pivot and right across the little insert that holds it's actually not, it's just the screw. I thought it was the clip, but the clip is reversible. All you do is take it off the back here and flip it over. But yeah, super cool lines on that knife. Action is great because it's got skiffs built in. Cool knife. It reminds me a lot of the, just in a gentlemanly style, it reminds me kind of like the Tactile Maverick. It's a little smaller, but they both got those clean lines and the milled lines in them and the pivot milled. So they kind of remind me of each other. But yeah, that's a good presentation too. I just like it when companies take pride in their work. But that leather box for the Vanguard is pretty nice. Buckaroo Bonsai, are you still here? I'll show you the Vanguard again, since you liked the way it looked and said something about it. Here's the box that it came in, leather box. And you open it up and there's the presentation of it. Got the metal card, little bag with the knife in it. They do the same with the Tyrant. Yeah, that's awesome. I figured they probably did it with all their knives, or they only have a few knives. They sell some other stuff too. But here's the knife, Buckaroo Bonsai. There's the milling on it. Cool back spacer. It's got like a little chamfered area right up towards the front that sticks up higher. More milling on this side. And then you got the blade, and the blade's big enough that you can reverse flick off the blade without using the flipper tab. It is super comfortable when you wrap the pinky around the end. That is very comfortable. So I could use this knife. I just prefer knives that I can get all 4 fingers on, but very comfortable. Yeah, they make it in man size. Yeah, this is the mini cleaver. That's what I said. It kind of petite. But some people like smaller knives. It makes a good back pocket knife. It's got great action. Clean looking little knife. But keyword there being little. I don't know. I don't think they do actually make a Vanguard instead of a mini Vanguard, but it doesn't make sense to me. Why would you make one called the mini if you don't make a full-size one? While we're here, we'll go check out their website because they do have some cool knives. Let's see what we got here. They had a couple. Pete likes one. I like another. So when you go to their products, none of these links are clickable. People need to work on their websites. Like, that's just silly. Like, why would you not make these clickable? I mean, it's cool that they have all their knives laid out and you can kind of get an overview. I like the one Pete likes too. He likes the Essex or the Essex. Essex. Top right one. I like the Breaker. Bottom left one. The mini cleaver's the bottom right one. And then I like the Ghost also down there at the bottom. But to go to the knives, you have to go to the shop. And then it will actually let you go into each knife. Oh, no, it won't. They're still working at it. So, yeah. The website does suck. Can't click on nothing. But we can go type in Vanguard Knives ESOX, and we can look at it at DLT Trading, which has some super good pictures. It's got micro milling. I think some of the close-up pictures, well, yeah, you can see the micro milling on it there. That's a super cool looking knife. I agree with Pete. That's a great knife. And then, is it EAKER or AKER? Yeah. So this is the Breaker, which I like a little bit better because of the blade shape and the kind of roughness of it. Another super clean knife and fairly reasonably priced. I mean, $290. They had one. I mean, they have one that's $1,050. They have a bronze one, blue one. I think this is the one I liked with the mirror polished blade. This one's only $320 though, so decent prices. And then the Essex or Essex or whatever, it's only $280, so that's a decent price too. Continuum is more fun. Okay, Fred, let's check out the Continuum then. Vanguard Continuum. I can't spell. Okay, right here. Let's see. Copy. Paste. Yeah, I like that one too. I like all their knives. So, Fred, you might know, does the same guy design them all? Because I noticed that Jeff guy's name was on the card. Um, did he design all of them? Stonewash, flamed. They don't have a plain version of this one. This is about as plain as you're going to get. So that would be probably the one I would pick. Yeah, I like that one a lot too. I like the blade shape. Actually, I might like that one better than I like the breaker. Super clean knife. Thanks for making me look at that, Fred. I saw Pete ended up buying that concept bulldozer yesterday. So that is officially Pete's knife now, and I will be shipping it out as soon as this video is over. Great action on it. It's got a huge blade too, so it's very easy to reverse flick off the blade. It's got super action on it too. Very smooth. So that's Pete's new knife. I think you got a... Oh, they got multiple designers. That's cool. Because the Jeff guy did... that card in here had his name on there. The guy you said you met. Right here. Jeff Blauvelt. It's probably silent. Something in there at the end is silent, I'm sure. Blavel. A mini Momo in purple. I've got a mini Mystic. I need to get a mini Momo. I need to get my Mystic and my mini Mystic in with the rest of the Kaisers in their box. I don't think I've seen the purple one, Be Shady. You seem to like a lot of purple knives, huh? Seems like everybody does. I've got a purple one on the way, so I'll be joining the crowd here soon. Mini Momo purple. Aha. Wow, that one's kind of ugly. With the piss and purple. But they make an all purple one, right? I hope you're not talking about that one. I hope you're talking about that one. There we go. Yeah, that's the one you're talking about, quite sure. Oh, Jeff is Tough Knives. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. The PSYOP is his? TC, what are we trading? Oh, trading. I don't want to yeah, I do want a mini Momo. Which version do you have? Let me see which version I like. Man, I wish. See, that's the thing. I wish they had the micarta one with the silver blade. I always have to like. They always don't make the version I want. Because I'd like that version, but I don't like the black blade. So I wish it was black micarta with this white blade, silver blade. But if you have a blue one, I might trade. Oh, the Tyconic is his as well? That's awesome. Oh, you got a few different ones? Is there an exclusive version that's not on the Kaiser site? Let's see. Exclusive Mini Momo. Adventure Carry has one, maybe. Aha. Wow. So these aren't on the Kaiser site. Yeah, I like that one. You got that one? That one's super sexy. You have that one, TC? Really? Yeah, we can work something out. I like that one better. A lot of people like the gold matter carbon fiber, or the fat camo gold, or I don't like the black blades though. So yeah, that's my favorite one right now as of so far that I've seen. Yeah, that one's super clean. Yeah, be shady. I agree. If it was Thai and not Damascus, it would be super clean. Because I like that shredded carbon fiber. And I like the M390 blade steel. Huh. Let's see if anybody else has any other versions. There's a... So what is this one? Oh, there is a black version with... It's black aluminum in G10. Wish it was black. And then they got a green one. Quite a few models. Aha, here's a Christmas one. Blade Binge. What other knives does Vladimir make? So we've also got the 80s. Okay, so what is this one? Black aluminum. Yeah. Aha. Oh no, that's the Damascus. It looked different in the picture. I thought it was. All right, I got an orange one too, it looks like. So that's the only designs they have at Knife Center. Sure, he makes Adept knives. Oh, that's the Kaiser Momo. I bought something from Adept on Knife Swap the other day. A couple of these knives came from him. Yeah, oh my God, words. You try talking for 2 hours every morning and see if you don't get tongue-tied a little bit. I need something to drink. I'm getting a little parched. Yeah, you ought to see what the talk to text does to Southern people. It's pretty bad. It really gets confused when we start trying to talk to it. I gave up on it a long time ago. I use a Swish. Yeah, Swish. Where you write the words. I did that in front of somebody the other day, and they freaked out because they didn't know you could actually do that. You know, where you just like write the words, write the words. You can write things pretty quickly. You can write things pretty sickly. But yeah, that's how I do it. Because the southern twang doesn't work well with text to speech. A Val hunt? No, I think I added that to my search terms. I want a Martin and a Val hunt. I don't think that's spelled quite correctly, but close. Let's see. Yeah, it's just HUND. I don't have one, but that's a super cool knife. I want the titanium. I want that one. I love Ray Laconico. He's one of my favorite designers. So I want that. And I want the MARTEN. Whoops. But they need to make a titanium version of this. Like, I'm hoping it's sold well enough that they will. Because all they've got is the aluminum versions. Lion Knives. Greetings from Austria. Nice. What are the knife laws like in Austria? Isn't Joe X from somewhere over in that area? Didn't he get in trouble with some knives? Yeah, swipe and swish. Swish is like I think it's the Microsoft version. Swift key is the one I actually used. I use a third-party app called Swift Key. It lets you change, yeah, all kinds of different layouts on the colors and stuff. And I figured a lot of people use that, but something I had never asked a big crowd of people. Yeah, what are the knife laws like over there, Lion Knives? And Lion Knives, are you, with a name like that, do you make knives? Lion Knives, Austria? Lion Steel? Really? Oh, that's Italy. Lion Sabatier Knives. Yeah, Microsoft bought SwiftKey. You're right. Oh, it's just a name. Oh, do we know what country Joe X is in? I thought he was somewhere close to there. I don't know. You don't have to be a maker. We're not makers either. Perfectly fine. I was just asking. Oh, he is Austrian? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was from Austria. I thought I could tell kind of the scenery and his accent. So I guess knife laws are not too bad over there unless you have nosy neighbors like he did. But could be wrong. What is there a big knife scene in Austria? Sorry I'm asking these Austrian questions, but you're our first Austrian user. I don't know why I said user. Viewer, subscriber, chatter. To hole or not to hole, Pete? So this one doesn't have a thumb stud normally. This is a Terramundi River Wolf by the other Demko brother. And when I got this knife, it had a giant penis flipper tab. So I took that off and put this thumb stud in. It had a circle logo that said Demko in it, right where I put the thumb studs. I didn't want to get down here into the blade grind. So I put it right above that, and it works out perfect. My finger hits perfectly on it for a reverse flick when I just grab it. But I put those thumb studs in that. But it's a River Wolf by Terramundi. They were on sale. They were originally like $305. And Knife Joy had them on sale for like $130 or $140. It's got M390 steel, and it's a big boy. Yeah, this stud works perfect. 4mm hole is all you need to do. I got a 4mm end mill made out of carbide because I went through a bunch of bits before I figured out I needed to use carbide. You can use carbide tipped concrete bits also, but straight up carbide works the best for hardened steels. Ballistic knives are illegal. Yeah, they're illegal everywhere. They're illegal here too. Tennessee has some of the best knife laws. I mean, I'm sure lots of states have pretty liberal knife laws, but Tennessee, you can carry whatever you want, a sword, anything, yeah, pretty much anything. I was trying to get up here. If you give me just a second, I'll show you what that knife looked like before the surgery. I've got some, oh, I didn't actually post it. Thought I did. I've got a picture of it before the surgery. Hold on just a second. I will show you that. I've got a folder on my phone of all the tab deletes I did. There we go. Send to Discord. Knife pics. Send. So this is what it looked like before the surgery. It had that giant flipper tab. And I didn't like it, so I got rid of it. I've done quite a few tab deletes, including turning a Brian Brown's knife that you can buy in a flipper, with a flipper tab or without a flipper tab. I turned the flipper tab version into a non-flipper tab version. No, zero laws on the books recording in New Hampshire. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I put a choil in this one too. It didn't have that choil. Well, it had a little bit of one, but I made it better. I rounded it out and made it where you can put a whole finger in there. Check the Discord again. Yes, sir. I will do that. I don't know what that says about you, Pete. Today's carry. It's a little short-chode. Wow, is that really that little? Is that really an eraser? How big is that thing? That's what she said. What in the world? It looks like a real knife. Rough Rider. Well, isn't that just cute? Yeah, we've got constitutional carry here too, Scott. They did away with whatever it's called. You don't have to get the concealed carry permit or the permit at all. Rough Rider B. Yeah, I've got here, I'll show y'all some funny knives. This will be a good thing to look at. Yeah, that's a cool photo. Let's look at some of these. I don't know what happened with my stream, but something just happened. This is my case of littles. Including all of those little things. And all these. That mother of pearl one right there is pretty cool. Some of these have magnets in them, evidently. I got some of these to give away. That's a big one. Look at the blade hole on that thing. There's a little knife. A few of these are actual locking knives. This one's cool, the little fixed blade with the sheath. But some of these are just ridiculously tiny. And this mother of pearl one, pretty cool. Mother of pearl, there's another one. I got bored and ordered a bunch of these off AliExpress. But like I said, some of them actually have, like that one's a slip joint. It actually it locks, it's got the, and then this one's supposed to be real M390, which I don't think it is. But it's got a flipper tab and it's an actual liner lock. Not locking up very good, but little liner lock knife. And I think some of these other ones lock too. Oh, that's a slip joint. Some of these have wow, that action on that one's terrible. Thought a couple of these had razor blades in them. This one's pretty cool. There's a couple like this. Oh yeah, here's the other one. That one actually locks up. It's got a liner lock. So that's a liner lock. I've got both the cold steel micro recons on my knife, on my keys, the Tanto and the drop point. Oh yeah, and then over here is a little balisong. Tanto balisong. Totally useless little things, but some of them, some of them are actually nice little knives. Could have sworn a couple of these were like razor blades, but I guess I got them somewhere else. Ah, no, this one. No, that one's sharp though. What a weird collection. Anyway, I don't bust these out very often. They don't get used, as you could tell. I'm talking about not using a little mini cleaver that's perfectly usable. Just because it's 3 fingers. I've got one of those little Spydercos too, whatever it's called. Thought it was called something like the Bee, or I don't know. I'm sure y'all know what it's called. That little Spyderco. I need to put more of these in this little case, because I need to do giveaways with these 3. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste shipping on those little garbage knives. Bally, yo. Anyway. Oh, look at this frag one. Oh, yeah, here's the 2 razor blade ones. This little frag one. And you have to use the front flipper on it. But look, they're little Exacto. They got the changeable blades. They came with the extra blades. I knew I had 2 of them. This one is a frag one. And then this is the other one. It's got some kind of weird little opening mechanism. Oh, you know, you put your finger in that one. But those have the changeable blades. McBee, yeah. That's what it is. Is that actual McNeese? That's funny. I'm doing good, JD. How you doing this morning, sir? Uh-oh. Some of my knives touched underneath there. Yeah, I'm really liking this version of the Annex. I can see myself keeping it. It'll go good with the Loxa. I'm getting quite a few integrals collected. That's pretty cool. The only thing I got to fix on this one now is the jimping on the... I got to somehow get some of this roughness off, because it will take skin off if I keep opening and closing this. It hurts my thumb, and I don't even have any feeling in that thumb. I know. Can't let your knives touch. It's like crossing the streams. I hate that. Makes me cringe. I'm very picky about my knives. I don't like any kind of marks on them, any kind of scratches, any kind of nothings. So I try not to let them come in contact with each other. Let's see. Boxes for the ones that need boxes. New breed. Till I find a home for them. they will go back in their boxes. Thank you again, Ed. I love having a custom Ed knife. Super cool. Any old Kaiser bag will work for that Kaiser. That Guru's a cool knife, though. I'm glad I got that. The guy bought it for $60 3 months ago, and I offered him 70, and he sold it to me. He said it was the last Kaiser he had, and I told him I had a bunch of Kaisers, and I was collecting them, and it would go to a good home and be back with its brothers. So he let me get it for $70. You can't beat that. Kaiser titanium discontinued model for $70. I love this Tucson though. Tucson feels great. I might do a lightning ano on this clip. I haven't decided yet. I might leave it with the brushed satin that I put on it. I put a nice pattern on across it. Can't really see it in this light, but you can kind of see it. You want to know? Yeah, Kaiser family does run deep at my house. Man, this knife feels so good. It goes right along with the bow head that I got a few weeks ago. Now I need the TS-142. It's one of the last ones on my list. I think as far as Tucson integrals go. Tucson TS-142. Yeah, I don't like it because of the two-tone carbon fiber in my Carta, but I figure I gotta have it for the collection just to have all the Tucson integrals. Somebody here has one of those, I think. Maybe Nick. I think I'm gonna try to take the micarta out and dye it black with the like I did the Mystic, and it'll look good with the black and black carbon fiber. So I think when I get one, that's what I'm gonna do to that one. And then there's a TS-144. There's one of them that's super dangerous. One of their integrals. Yeah, that is a cool looking knife. It's not an integral though. I might have one of those. I might have a lightning anode version of that knife. They have a dangerous Tucson. My God. I can't type. There's a dangerous one. Is it the 205? Yeah. Check this one out.
All right, everyone. It's time for a review I haven't looked forward to making.
Yeah, we looked at this one day, but
Tucson
check this out.
This is a waste.
So it looks great.
Titanium frame lock knife.
Except they ruined it.
And you probably already know what's coming. This is a waste. It's such a waste. This is a really nice knife. Super smooth action. Just drops shut. Feels great in your hand. The milling on the titanium is beautiful. The pocket clip. It's M390 blade steel. Flat ground blade. Dirty blade. And I have not carried this knife, and I'm not going to carry it. I can't carry it. One thing I've considered doing, and if you watch the video of the unboxing of this, you'll understand why. It's right here. When the blade is closed, it is exposed. And if you have this in your pocket,
That is
you go grab
crazy.
your keys, it is going to slice you wide open. I have no idea what the heck Tucson was thinking when they made this. Because otherwise, if that was closed up somewhere where you couldn't get your finger in there, this would be a killer knife. Killer knife. It is a killer knife. But it's just not carryable. One thing I thought about I could do, could remove the pocket clip and get a leather slip maybe to carry it in that. But I don't know. I'm not big into carrying a slip to protect a knife, you know. Such a shame. It's because it's such a good knife.
Hello, Jamie.
Look at that action.
Thank you for the video.
No help needed.
I like your take on things.
Let that flipper tab miss your thumb. It's going to hit you in the nail. No help needed at all.
Yeah, that's one I wish I could get.
Such a shame, right? I don't know. Maybe someone will still want it to collect it. But I like knives, but I like to use my knives. I don't like to just stare at them and sit and do this and this is it. I want to put it in my pocket and take it with me and use it at work and use it throughout the day. And I can't do that with this, so that gives it a...
It's the TS205 to answer your question.
Such a nice fail, though. That's what makes it so disappointing. It's such a good knife otherwise.
JD, yeah, it's a great knife, except you can't carry it.
This again, or keep making it. And the way they made this knife, it's a different kind of integral. They didn't just carve out a chunk of titanium to make the frame for the knife. They took a flat piece of titanium that was this thickness here, and milled it all out in a square, cut it out, and then and they put these cuts in here. And I'm assuming they had to do this milling in here, that you see right there, to assist folding that titanium over to make, both sides of the frame. So I don't know if they can make it and make it work if they leave this titanium in here and keep it like that. If they kept it like that all the way down.
You can't carry it, JD. You didn't see the beginning of the video?
It would be okay.
You can't carry it because...
I was thinking when they made...
Because when it's closed,
it is exposed.
the blade is exposed, and you'll stick your finger right in there and cut the hell out of yourself in your pocket.
When you go to grab your keys, it is going to slice you wide open. I have no idea what the heck
That's why
Tucson was thinking when they
ruined a perfectly good knife. You would have to curve the hell out of it to get that out of the way. That's a lot of blade sticking out. I mean, you can see when he turns it sideways right here. Hold on. That's quite a bit of blade. Can't get it to show exactly.
It's closed. It is exposed.
But there's quite a bit of blade right there. Yeah.
And if you have this in your pocket and you go to
I don't like recurves either, so that would ruin it.
Slice you wide open. I have no idea what the heck Tucson was thinking when they made this. Because otherwise, if that was closed up somewhere where you couldn't get your finger in there, this would be a killer knife.
Anyway,
Killer knife.
yeah, I'm not sure if there's another one where you can touch the blade like that from Tucson. And to answer your question, I don't think they make version 2s, like they go back and fix anything. They just move on to the next model. Somebody said in here one time that they reused the numbers, and I've not seen that either, but I could definitely be wrong about that. But I've never seen two that were numbered the same, that were two different knives. All right, Pete. Here's your concept pouch. Well, it's got a frayed string. Hold on, I got another one over here, I think. Yep, here's another one. Give you that one instead. That one looks better. Yeah, this one looks new, brand new. This came with some new knife that I put in the big case. Yeah, this one's new. All right. There's that. I'll find the box here in a minute. I'll get that shipped to you as soon as the video's over, which it's about to be pretty soon because my voice is wearing out. Unless y'all can think about something else you want to talk about today. Yeah, I like Jamie's attitude. He sounded like a cool guy. I don't know about Tucson doing OEM work, Nick. I think the same factory makes Tucson, 6-leaf, and Y-Start knives, all within the same block, I think. But I don't think you can send them. Yeah, Fuchs bought the Bulldog yesterday. Yeah, they should do OEM work. I agree, because can't nobody match them on prices. That one, in fact, I didn't have the one that Ed was showing that he carried last night. I thought I did have it, but I didn't. So I went and ordered one as soon as I saw his. But that knife right there, with M390 steel, you can get for less than $100 at White Mountain Knives. And I don't know who else is producing a full titanium frame lock with M390 steel, big size, for less than $100. Like, I don't know. I've got a bunch of Tucsons, and I might have that one. I might have just bought a second one. I didn't check before I ordered it, which I'm kind of stupid like that sometimes, but I guess that'd be a cool thing we could do before I leave, is we could go through a few Tucsons and show y'all what you can get for $80 on eBay auctions. I've got a whole box here with Tucsons. So let me go through a couple and see if I've... Yeah, the OK site is totally safe to buy from. I bought 90 knives from the guy. He's a straight up guy. He'll replace knives without any questions. He'll send you one if anything's wrong. He will, you can talk to him on Facebook. I've built up a pretty good rapport with him. I actually bought so many knives from him that he now gives me 15% off of even the prices on the website. So that's a Tucson I've got. I don't know what model that is. I've got a couple. I think this is the one that I thought was it that I had, but it wasn't titanium. I've got a couple of micarta ones. This is the TS430. I've got a few of those. This is one of their big button locks. But I got this knife for like $80. $70. M390 steel, button lock, full lightning ano. They got some of the best lightning ano jobs that you can get. But eBay auctions, you can get these for between $70 and $80. And like, I just don't know who else is doing value for knife like that. This is another big one that they have. Super cool lightning ano. I mean, they mirror polish their knives before they do the lightning ano, so it turns out. See you later, Shady. See you tomorrow. But their lightning ano on some of their knives are just impeccable. This one has a cool fuller that you can flick off of. This is another super pretty version that they make. Their lightning anode can't be beat by anybody, though. It can be matched, but it can't be beat. But just about all these are M390, and they were all probably less than $100. I think that's the one. No, that's the one I thought was the TS144 that we just looked at. Which one is that one? TS269. That one's got super cool milling. Different patterns and lines in the circular. Another super bright one. Dwayne Letterman. Morning, sir. This was like one of the first nice ones I got in M390. It's a smaller one. I'll put it up there. This is the Tepe Designs. With that nice green, high voltage green, it's hard to get. This is one my sister anodized and gave to me. And a blurple. Super cool blade shape and everything about it. This is one of my Carta ones. Big boy. And this is one of the biggest ones they make. And it's got, I wish it was titanium on both sides, because I love the look of it. And I love how it locks, you can lock your hand into it. Nobody's getting that knife out of my hand. The carbon fiber's not bad on that one, but I wish it was titanium everywhere. This is another cool, inexpensive one that you can get. It's in 14C steel. Full titanium. You can't really... Cool blade shape. It's by that, by a weird company. I mean, weird designer, Utilization. And it's in 14C 28N. This green handle one, this is one of their cheaper models. I think it's a Rye Designs TS 425. See, we got some more. This is a cool carbon fiber one with the crazy blade shape, and it's got lock stick. Oh my God, it's got lock stick. Crazy blade shape on it though. Cool carbon fiber inlays on it. Pretty wild looking knife. Another carbon fiber one next to it. Super cool blade shape on it. This is a weird two-tone with micarta lightning anode on both ends, different colors with micarta in between. I don't like the look of this one. It's got a decent blade on it, but not my favorite because of the I don't know. This is another one my sister gave me. That is titanium and micarta. Super cool mill design on it. It's D2 night mooring design. I'm running out of room here. Uh-oh, I just heard metal hit. This is another one of my favorite little design ones that I got not long ago. When I say not long ago, it's got a recurve, and I don't like sharpening recurves, but I like, it's got that futuristic look to it, like, I don't know, apocalypse. Let's see, what else I got? Oh yeah, this is one of the ones that they do billboarding on. They put their Tucson name on. It's got Tucson etched in the side down here. It's got the lattice. Yeah, it is pretty cool. My sister's into knives. She was into knives before I was. She's the one that turned me on to Tucson. And here's another Tucson button lock. This is a Keanu Designs M390. Sever 7 would probably like this one this week. Surprised I hadn't seen him this morning. I don't have any more room on the table, but I haven't run out of Tucsons yet. I've got 2 of these. I need to sell one of these. I've got the titanium version. That's an awesome little 5th pocket knife. That's a night mooring. That's his logo, I believe, right there. M390. That one's got clean lines too. Let me get these 2 off the table since they're not Tucsons. Then we got the micarta version of that same knife. That one. I think we're almost done. And this is another super cool lightning anode one that I wish was, and it's got a super weird blade window. Looks like a keyhole. I wish this knife was milled like it is, the fine milling and all that. I wish it was like that on both sides, but it's got stupid carbon fiber on the other side. Which I guess some of y'all would like because you like carbon fiber, but I don't like carbon fiber all that much. And then we get the another button lock, the 3rd button lock. Another super cool design that they make. I've got an extra one of these if y'all want to buy one. Yeah, the pocket clip is gorgeous on this one, Nick. All that milling work and the channel down the middle. I think I'm done just about. Let me set that one right there carefully. Yeah, and then hold on, let me make sure. Oh no, we're still going. And I got this one, crossbar with the Tennessee Titan colors. This is one of my favorites. I don't know why. Great action. It's kind of my shape that I like, and set it up there. Then I got a red micarta one. That's basically pretty much the same knife. I'm not sure what the model number is on this one. It's Titan's colors. It's not Buffalo Bill colors. TS 433. And this one's a TS 429. So they're a little different, but pretty similar. I don't know where I can put any more. I think I'm almost done. I thought this one would be cool if it was a integral. It's got a weird shape to it. Cool knife though. The milling on it's nice too. Got that hook on the end, kind of a hawkbill looking thing on the end. I'm really running out of space. I'm thinking the Tucsons are going to end. This is one of their ones that's kind of like a integral. It doesn't have any screws, but it's mortise and tenon. This button lock right here, Scott. Yeah, Wong makes some crazy designs, doesn't he? This is the TS-88, I believe, if I remember right. Night mooring design. But it's their mortise and tenon knife. You take it apart by doing some things with the tool that it comes with, but it doesn't have any screws. And I don't have any space. I'm going to lay that across those two. And then I think this is maybe the last one. This is a little titanium Tucson. It's a great little 5th pocket knife. And as you saw, the action on it's great. It's got thumb studs. It's got a front flipper. Cool little tiny thing. I'll put it across those. Look what I just found. Wow, that's in the wrong place. I found a chamois. It's not the 3-inch one. It's the 3.3. But it's another chamois that somebody can buy if they want it. It's brand new. I forgot about this one. Got the cool stonewash. Wow, I didn't know that was in there. That's not supposed to be in there. Oh yeah, so we're out of the Tucsons now. We're into QSP Penguin Plus. So I guess that's all the Tucsons. I thought my 6 leafs were back here too, but yeah. Then I have my 6 leafs back here. That's a crazy looking 6 leaf. This is another 6 leaf. I believe this is the one that somebody showed the other day. Somebody said their wife thought this knife was backwards or something. I think that's the same knife. I got a few 6 leafs. This is one of them. And then I got this little button lock 6 leaf. And then I got this micarta big boy 6 leaf. It makes me want to, knives like this make me want to poke something. Nick, you didn't see that picture of the table? And this is a cool little 6 leaf 5th pocket knife. Super cool little 6 leaf. This one's Rattlesnake Designs, I believe. Yeah. Whoops. 20 CV SL19. Bottom row, 4th from the left. This one, I've got an extra one of these. I've got a green one if you want to buy it. I anodized it on the stream. Oh wait, what is this? Oh yeah, these are my Rye Design Yangi. I forgot I kind of sorted this case. All right, well there it is. There's my Tucson collection. Yeah, the table doesn't even have them all on there. But no, I can't show. I would have to get an overhead with from a helicopter. I'm just kidding. Y'all can't even see the back row back here. There we go. Don't be jealous of it, Nick. Nothing to be jealous of. More stupidity than anything. Kind of go overboard when I get into something. Yep, I could make a collection mural. I said Muriel. Isn't that the wife's name? Shopkeeper on Family Guy. Yeah. when I first started collecting, I got all my knives on the table, and I think it was like 432 maybe. But that was before I even got into nice knives. Like, that was before I bought any of my like nice ones. And this is a shot of it. I can at least show y'all that. This is a shot of it before I started getting all the nice ones, like these 90 in this case, and all my Migrons and all. But there's a picture of it. You can see a lot of my Tucson's down here at the front end. But that was before I even got any nice knives. Whoops, sorry. Oh, y'all can't see it. Duh. It opens in Firefox. I don't know why some pictures don't open right in Discord. But that was my collection before I started getting nice knives. The nicest ones I had were the Tucson's, probably on the end down here. And some of the big cold steels like the Espada. Oh, and you can see my Kaiser, the beginning of my Kaiser collection there on the third row. And my Kubies are next to the Tucson's. And some of my first Wii's that I got. So I had gotten a few Wii's through Monthly Knife Club. But that's about the best I could do, trying to get them all in one picture. Ron Dobbins, good morning, sir. I've probably gotten another 250 since that picture. And they've been all like nice knives for the most part. And my nice clones. So these were all cheap clones, Amazon knives, Tucson's, Cold Steels, Kaisers, Kubies. And then I started getting all my nice clones and my nice, like, expensive knives. And by expensive, I don't go above like $300. I try not to. I don't think I have, but like on a couple of knives. Ron Dobbins, I worked on, that was when I first counted my whole collection and wanted to see how many I had. I wasn't even a year in at that point. I was about 11 months into my collecting. So I bought all those in 11 months. And then it's been about another 7 months since that picture. 6 months since that picture. And I've only bought like 250 more since then. But it probably took me, I mean, I don't know. I worked on it a couple of days just to get them all. I had to get them all like unpacked and out of their bags and laid out and sorted. They're all sorted by maker. And I mean, like, I could zoom in a little bit and show you, but I could zoom in a lot, actually. I forgot how big this picture is. But let me get back a little bit. Well, let me use my, hold on. But there's a lot of Inchmades down here. Or actually, whoops. Dang it. So you can see down here at this end, there's a lot of Amazon knives. And then we start getting into all my fake Spydercos. They're kind of in the middle. And then all my Ifengro and Sativian, the titanium big ones. There's actually the purple one that Jed just opened. And then you get into my OTFs and my autos, and then my cold steel collection, and my Extremo ratio, and then all my Kaisers. Oh, there's a couple of nice knives over there on the left. There's an Apollo, that District Knives Apollo. Some Concepts, a couple of Wii's in the middle there. There's a Chavez that I still have next to the Kubies. And then just a few, that's all the Tucsons I had at that point. Yeah, TC, I feel you, buddy. I don't even want to think about it. Well, the other night I took this case, this big 90 knife case that I have, to work with me, and I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute. These are all nice knives, and if they average $200 a piece, then this one case is, I started trying to do the math, and I was like, is that $1,800? Wait, 200 times 90, that's 1,800, right? And then I was like, wait, no, 9 knives would be 1,800. So is that really $18,000 in this case that's in the back of my car? So then I got kind of nervous that I was at work with my 90 knife case. And so, yeah, money adds up quick before you know it. Like, pretty stupid in a lot of regards. But, you know, you can't take it with you, so whatever. But yeah, so that 190 knife case is my daughter's inheritance. No, that's not her inheritance, but it is what it is. And I'm not saying that to like, I feel stupid saying it. In fact, I feel stupid for spending it a little bit. I enjoy it. It's a hobby. I'm going to sell off a bunch of them and put that money back in, earning some savings. So I just kind of went overboard. I wish I would have started my channel at the beginning of my collecting instead of like 3/4 of the way through. Would have been a lot funner to have all those Amazon videos and all the budget videos and stuff. But it is what it is. It's still fun. I still enjoy it daily, especially with you guys. You guys show me knives I've never seen, and I see people like Freddie who make my collection look stupid. So I know there's always somebody out there that's got a much better collection than I'll ever have, and I got no problems with that. I love seeing beautiful knives and don't hold anything against anybody who wants to spend anything they want on knives. It's their money, spend it. That's how I feel. And then there's a lot of haters who can't understand why you do it or why. And I've got no real love for them either. They can all eat a... No, they can do what they do. I wish them the best. Whatever. But you have to kind of decide. You have to set yourself some limits, I guess, because you can get a little overboard. Doesn't take long. Well, guys, I think we're going to end it here pretty soon. Hope y'all have had a great day. 7/7. Sever 7. I'm curious what you think of this Tucson. It kind of reminds me of your style this week. Wanted to see what you thought of it. If I can find it now. You haven't been here, have you? You just popped in, didn't you? Now I gotta find it again. Good God, where did it go? Oh, yeah. Sever 7. This looks kind of like your style knife this week. It's a button lock. Do you like this Tucson? Sever 7? It's kind of like your style this week, the long and thin knives. Button lock. Yeah, I thought you might. I saw it earlier as I was going through them, and I was like, I bet Sever would like that one. Got a good sound to it when you open it, too. You just don't like button locks, huh? Well, there you go. Not the knife for you, then. Oh, by the way, Sever 7, I got another Annex, and I like this one. The other one was messed up. This one's way better. Feels like a totally different knife, actually. So, Ed talked me into getting another one. Fuchs, have a good one, buddy. Guess we can all start saying our byes until tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so tomorrow is the day. I don't have to go help my daughter at all. I'm done with all that. Tomorrow I'm getting a bunch of knives posted for sale. I'm making a big 20 knife post on Knife Swap. And then I'm going to make another 20 knife post right after that. PJ Crazy Yo, thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, Sever, I got the TS 195 in too. The Integral. Love you too, Mr. Ron Dobbins. Have a great one. Yeah, check out that beast of a knife. Thing's beautiful. The action on it's sick too. I've decided I love knives that have a fuller that you can flick off of. I think that's my favorite way of opening, is a nice fuller. Super cool knife though. I will be carrying these two today. Carried them last night. They will be in my pocket most of the day. I got a bunch of other new ones too, Sever. You need to go back and watch the video. I got that woodpecker from Ed. I got a new Kaiser. Guru. I got 8 new knives in yesterday. I got this Vanguard with the leather box and all that. So go back and watch the beginning of the video and you'll see all those. I got a new breed, Clydesdale. I got another Migueron. Got that Tucson. That Kaiser. Oh, Reich responded. That's awesome. Sever 7. I'll put it before I post them on Knife Swap. I'll post them up on the Discord. So I can't think just right offhand, but a bunch of my nice ones. I need to recoup some money for the nice ones I bought the last few weeks. My ProTech will be delivered today. Yeah, I got you, Pete. I wasn't going to forget about that. I wasn't going to box this up by itself. I'm going to use that shipping to save some money. Oh, yeah, I'm going to put them on the Discord first, Pete. All right, guys. We're at the 2 hour and 6 minute mark, so I'm going to start getting off here. Well, I'm going to get off here pretty quickly. Y'all know when I make up my mind, I just kind of peace out and I'm gone. Appreciate all y'all still sticking around to the end. TC, Pete, Sever 7, Ron Dobbins, Scott, Nick, PJ, Drummer, Fuchs, William, anybody else I forgot? JD, of course Ed, Southpaw Carey, I guess that's Dwayne, B Shady, he left out kind of early, JD, and the rest of the crew. Appreciate y'all. Be here again tomorrow. I love waking up talking to y'all. I mean, finishing my day talking to y'all. Y'all be good. And take her easy.